Today I want to share with you 5 different methods that you can use even if you're broke to start an Amazon business that will be successful and will get you net gains and huge profits going forward now and in the future. This is the Winds of Change channel. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Justin. I've been selling on Amazon for over a decade, almost 12 years now. Actually, this fall it'll be 12 years. Started in 2012, so I've learned a lot along the way, and I want to share with you some methods that I've personally used throughout the years to start an Amazon business and to restart an Amazon business that have little investment. So if you don't have a lot of upstart and you're broke, or you just want to be cheap and see how you can get a little bit more out of your Amazon business with less overhead, less income, then this is going to be the video you want to watch. 4 of these are going to be relatively well, they're going to be safe. There's going to be not a lot of risk to them. 3 of the methods are going to be absolutely free. We're going to start with those. You can do this right now, and it's not going to cost you really anything up front. The 4th method is going to cost you a little bit, but really it's going to have a lot of high margins and it's going to be very low investment. The 5th method is going to be my personal favorite, but it's very high risk, high reward. If you play the game right, it could be your best method too. So let's go ahead and start with method number 1, and that is finding stuff around the house. Okay. The goal is going to be ultimately to get new items and then sell them on Amazon, because to me, in my experience, that's really where the money is going to be at, buying new items and then reselling them as new. You can do that with so many more items than you can used. But if you've got $0 up front, then finding things you already have around the house could be really, really good for you. Now, this is assuming you already have an Amazon account set up and all that. You can sell things on there from your home, new or used. You may have some things that are new that you've never used and you want to, they're old gifts or something that you want to sell. That can definitely be done. All you have to do is search them up with the Amazon Seller app or another program online and find out the profit margins on there. And the cool part is since you already have the item, you've probably paid for it forever ago or it was a gift, then you're not really putting anything into it and you're just getting all that money back so that you can reinvest it into ultimately buying more products that you're choosing and making money. When you're doing this, think things like books, right? So books are going to be something good if you have laying around to resell on Amazon. Now you may need to do some other platforms like maybe a social media marketplace or something like that, maybe eBay, maybe Mercari, maybe Poshmark, because a lot of the things around your house may not go too well on Amazon used. For Amazon, think like electronics, books, those kinds of things. For other platforms, think clothing, toys, and that kind of stuff. But once you start getting the money back from selling those items that you already have, you can start investing it into other items to resell on Amazon. Method number 2, do a side gig. There are a lot of side gigs out there. It's like a whole side gig community. If you have a smartphone, and I'm assuming you do, if you're looking to get into Amazon or make any kind of money, you can make so much money with a smartphone these days. It is insane, right? So get a side gig that pays out quick. DoorDash, Instacart, those are 2 good ones that you can get out there. If you have a car or you can borrow somebody's car or whatever it is, you can get out there, you can get some deliveries done, and you can get cash relatively quickly. That's something that you can get payouts for fast. You don't have to wait 2 weeks to get it or anything like that. So you could put in however many hours it is to get $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 out of those side gigs, and then have that as a start-up little pot to start reselling things on Amazon. You can realistically start doing this. If you took a week and you got $300-400, you could start buying items for Amazon to resell on Amazon with that amount of money. It would be that easy. Number 3, you can do free items from social media. Now, this is something I've heard a lot of people talk about and actually do, and I've seen people do it. I have a full-time job that I work during the day. I miss a lot of this stuff, and a lot of it, when it posts, it's gone really quick. But you can get different kinds of apps. One is called Freebie Alert. You can just download that from the App Store, and it checks all these different social media platforms, right? And so it'll give you notifications, however you set it up, to tell you, hey, free this in this area, free this in that area. And it'll pop up a lot of things, like so much stuff, and a lot of it is going to be garbage, but you can, get some free books, free used clothes, whatever, and then you can start reselling those on other platforms. You can even resell them on another social media platform, put them on eBay, put them on Poshmark, just to start to get that upfront capital that you're going to need to invest in items to resell on Amazon. Now, the fourth way that I'm going to talk about getting startup does cost a little bit of money, but it's not going to be a lot. I'm talking about library sales and thrift stores. When I first started out, that's primarily what I did until I built up enough capital to invest in some new products, doing retail arbitrage or online arbitrage or even wholesale. So you can just Google library sales near me or thrift stores near me. Even if you have like a local Goodwill or a local Savers or a local Salvation Army, those are all great places to start. Think books, DVD, media, games, clothing, toys. Okay? Check that stuff out. There's a market for it, especially at book sales. It makes it really easy if you have the Amazon app, seller app, or you have another app that you're using. And then you can check the prices, you can see the profit, and you know what you're getting into. You can see how fast it's going to sell, and you may spend 25 cents and sell the book for, $20. Okay, it's not uncommon to pay $1 for a book and sell it for 15 to 20. So you will have to go through a lot of them before you get some good ones. You could get lucky and get some good ones off the bat, but not everything's going to be profitable. The good thing is you've got the data right there with the Amazon Seller app, which is, you can get if you're already selling on Amazon or if you're starting that account there. So yeah, you can do that. Or thrift shops, it's a little bit more work intensive because if you're selling clothing and toys, you're going to have to maybe look at eBay, which is what I did, and you're gonna have to search, the solds and the comps and see what it's going for on eBay. It can be very, very fun. Some people really like doing this. So some people actually just do eBay over Amazon still in 2024, which I'm not. For me, I do not, but some people have full-time eBay business. So thrift stores, library sales, find things, do your research, resell them, build up your stockpile that way, and then the money that you get from the profits, you can either reinvest into one of those other platforms that you originally sold it on, or you can reinvest that into what I would recommend is buying items that are profitable for Amazon. Now, the fifth method I'm going to talk about. This is a warning. Some of you are going to hate this. Some of you are like, avid Dave Ramsey followers or something, and you think that credit is just like the worst thing ever, put you in slavery. And some of you have actually probably experienced that, getting into debt with creditors. And so I'm not recommending that you do that at all. So you may need to brace yourself and get yourself a little under control when I share this fifth method that I personally have used. And if used correctly, it can really be, I think, the best method. And that is credit cards. Okay, so hear me out. A lot of businesses, they get startup loans. You can even go get a business loan, but you're going to need a lot of things from whoever you're getting a loan from to prove that, hey, when we loan this, you're going to get it back. But so a personal credit card may even be a better option than a business loan because you can get that fairly quickly and you can start almost immediately getting inventory. So some of the things you want to look out for are 0% interest for a certain length of time, right? The last card that I got had 0 interest paid for, I think it was like 12 months. So I could use the money that they gave me, loan it, and then pay it back however I really wanted during that year with no interest. All right, so that really helped. So that it gives you, say you get one for $3,000, $5,000, $2,000, $8,000, $10,000 right out the gate, and they're saying, hey, you got a year. You can use this however you want and pay it all back and no interest until the end of it. So no interest. And then you can also look for one that has a high sort of bonus for cash back. So one card that I had, if you spent $1,000 in the first like 3 months, that I think they gave you like $500 in cash back, which is, if you're selling on Amazon, it's pretty easy to do. And then you get that $500 back. Now the biggest thing here is no interest, and a good cashback program. That no interest is going to be key because you don't want to get your items and then put them on Amazon and then have them not sell because or not sell immediately because it does take a while, right? So if you buy something on Amazon, it's going to take you a little while to get that money back. So you don't want to have a bunch of money tied up and then you're paying interest on it. That's ridiculous. Don't do that. So zero interest, good cash back. Last year I did this. I did it successfully. I still have like 6 months left of zero interest, but I was able to take the card, right? Buy items, resell the items, pay everything back. The card is now at zero, all right? And I got about $1,500 or so in points, which was really nice because I had to fix the truck, I had to fix the garage door, buy presents for Christmas. And so I was able to use those points or that cash back to just fix those emergencies with, right? So that was really, really nice. I still have some points left over for travel or for just paying off the balance or whatever. So I try to do this on like a yearly basis. It really just depends on where I'm at with capital. This year, I was able to pay everything back and have a nice nest egg of actual cash capital now that I can reinvest. But having that, it may be worth it to still get another card, use the card, and get the points. And one of the reasons I like doing that is because, it's credit. It's got traceability. It's not directly out of your bank account. It's easier than carrying around cash. You can track what you spend. You can fight claims a little bit easier if something goes wrong. And so it's just a little bit of extra security for me to use that card instead of over like a debit card or something like that. But again, you have to be responsible doing it like this. I see it as a business loan. And that's how I view it. So I want to get it and I want to pay it back and I want to eventually not be a dependent on it, right? Which I'm not now, but starting out, you don't want to have your business based on credit that you get. You want to be able to have your own, capital to invest in. So that's my favorite method. Used successfully, I think it can be the best one because you've got that protection. You don't have to pay any interest on it if you get an interest-free one, and you get those bonus points as well, which is free money in the bank. So those are the 5 methods that I'd like to share with you today that I hope help you, that you can say, yep, I can do this. Even if I'm broke, I want some extra cash, I want to start a business. Those are some methods that you can use to start today. So go out there, hustle a little bit, get your start up, keep hustling, and then start that successful Amazon business so that you can, fund your lifestyle however you want to do it. So hope this helps. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Give it a thumbs up. I'll catch you all later.